Hard to believe that the ground I'm standing on used to be a palm oil plantation, one of the many swaths of monoculture left behind from Malaysia's agricultural days. On 17th May 1997, Cyberjaya was launched as a fully integrated tech city and Malaysia's pioneer tech hub. The idea was to make Cyberjaya as Malaysia's first intelligent cyber city, and with it, a new hope for the nation. The ambition was to allow creative entrepreneurial minds make Cyberjaya the place to call home. So where is Cyberjaya today after 2 decades since its inception? Let's find out. As a model smart city and an emerging global technology hub, Cyberjaya continues to be a critical contributor to the digital economy through the development and growth of innovations. Under the Cyberjaya Smart City Framework, Cyberview Sinan Berhad was given the mandate by the Malaysian government to spearhead the development of Cyberjaya as a global tech hub. I visited the Cyberview office in hope to get a clearer picture on where Cyberjaya is today. Cyberview's acting managing director, Muhammad Najib Ibrahim, welcomes me into the hipster office space.
Hi Daphne, good morning.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm
Welcome
good,
to
I'm
Cyberview, Cyberjaya, the capital of creation.
Capital of creation. I can see why you're so creative.
Home of the hipster.
What does it mean actually?
Hipster is actually our culture, Cyberview.
Okay.
Hipster is actually an acronym, stands for honesty, integrity and passion.
Okay.
And we being part of the culture, hip culture, so we call ourselves hipster.
And kebetulan that is a trend, being a hipster.
Exactly. Where we have this so-called like open culture, where we give the freedom to our team, you know, and we have our sick bay here. Some of the staff, they are so committed to the work, you know, even they are sick, they still want to stay on at the office, so they can bring the laptop. Everything is all connected. Though we don't have like really regimented kind of working hours, but we do give the staff freedom. You know, if they feel that they need a place where they can just release their, you know, tent or steaming one, this is the place where they can be.
Najib continues to show me around the hip office while explaining how the aspirations for Cyberjaya has changed over the last 20 years.
Cyberjaya, all this while, focusing more into ICT. But as time moves on, you know, ICT no longer a cluster by itself. So basically in 2014, we have transformed Cyberjaya from merely a premier ICT hub to become a global technology hub. What is it all about? A global technology hub encompasses of 2 basic needs. One is that the smart city, and the other one is the one that will be supporting the smart city initiative, that is our living lab. Basically, when you have a product that you would like to test, would like to promote, so Cyberjaya will be the best place for people to come in and test their product.
Why is Cyberjaya the perfect test bed?
At the moment, we have a population of about 100,000, 20% of which are early tech adopters. These are the group of people that are actually willing to test out new things, new technology. For them, it's just like, you know, there's new apps, they would like to try it out. That's why Cyberjaya is a living lab. Because whatever that we want to promote, we want to start the product to be look at the market, to test the market. So basically, Cyberjaya is the best place. People start talking about smart city initiative long time ago, but then again, it doesn't fly, because the thing is that they do not have the complete ecosystem. You know, they don't have the value chain. Whereas comparatively to Cyberjaya, because when we have this initiative, a living lab initiative, actually run by Cyberview, this is where we have that test bed. Compared to other regions, we are ahead of time, because we are no longer buying product off shelf, but actually we are the ones that developing the product and test it out.
And that is why you're called the capital of creation.
Exactly. We have to be able to complete the whole ecosystem. Basically involve the like of infrastructure. You know, we need to enhance the physical infrastructure, to name a few, like the connectivity between Cyberjaya and the other areas or the suburbans within Klang Valley via highways. And we are also looking at, in the near future, we're going to bring MRT here to Cyberjaya. That's on the physical connectivity. And we talk about the non-physical attributes of infrastructure, the like of the broadband initiative. Previously, under the MSC Bill of Guarantees, it was only 100 megabit. Yeah, so we have moved like tenfold is this. Why we are doing all this? Because as we move on, there's a need for people to have high-speed connectivity, and which these are the ones that we are completing the ecosystem. As far as the infrastructure is concerned, it doesn't stop there. You need to have also the talent. This is where we have like universities surrounding Cyberjaya, 26,000 student population, 40,000 knowledge workers, to support this ecosystem. And we are talking also about the incentive. Under one of the initiatives announced by the Prime Minister during our 20th anniversary celebration, it is the 100 million Cyberjaya Innovation Fund for the future, and will span between 2018 all the way up to 2027. So all these things, we are trying to complete the whole ecosystem for Cyberjaya.
You started out as a head of property management division 4 years ago. How has things changed since then, when you first came in?
There are elements that we still maintain as far as the city is concerned. We retain 30% out of the whole area to become green. It's actually a green area, green lung areas. At the same time, we are bringing other investors as well, not just in technology area, where people can come in and build their businesses here. We have more eateries these days compared to previously. In fact, if you come to Cyberjaya, you can have a taste of any food from all over the places. Again, we are responding to the community, because community is saying that it is very difficult for us to get food. It's difficult for us to buy things. These days, if you look at it comparatively, for the last 5 years, Cyberjaya has become not only a place for people to work, to come up with ideas, technologies and whatnot. People can come in and live, work and have fun.
If you had to name a hidden gem here in Cyberjaya, what would it be?
I would say the Kelab Taman Tasik Cyberjaya.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, because the thing is that you have everything there. You have a jogging track, you have a driving range, you have a gym, you have a futsal, you have a basketball, a hall, and everything is really there. And you have these other activities within that area. You have go-karts and you have this paintball. Previously, people, they come here and work. After work, they just move on. But as people start moving into Cyberjaya, feels that, it's a good place to live.
Cyberview helps not just startup entrepreneurs or those in their accelerator programs, but other enterprises at all stages of maturity.
Part of our task to ensure that the birth of more entrepreneurs, and they grow bigger and it become a product not just made in Cyberjaya, designed, developed in Cyberjaya.
Cyberjaya has long been home to both international and homegrown technologies companies that provide value to Malaysia in many different ways. I speak with some of Cyberjaya's oldest tech tenants to discover how Cyberjaya is. First stop, to meet Ken Deguchi, CEO of entity MSC. Hi, Daphne.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Entity MSC was the first company to gain MSC status in Malaysia. Established in 1997 at Cyberjaya, Entity MSC started out delivering network solutions profitably for almost 2 decades. Entity MSC has now diversified into system integration, cloud solutions, and the ever-growing demand for data centers.
We have 3 data centers on our campus right now. Fortunately, the space is running out because of the huge demand, so we are now expanding the data center. Now we are building the next building to be completed this coming October. And we will expand another 21,000 square foot of server rooms.
Why was the decision to start here in Cyberjaya?
They saw the big future in Malaysia, in Cyberjaya. Of course, when they started Cyberjaya, there was nothing. But they know that it's going to be one of the hub in Asian countries. So that's why NTT, our parent company, has decided to come to Malaysia. That was more than 20 years ago.
Is there any hidden gem that you would say you have to go and eat here? Not really?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. But because I'm a Japanese and I spend a long time in Japan, so sometimes I really miss the Japanese food. And one of the restaurants is my favorite. I quite often go there, which is called the Kiraku. Very close to our office.
Ken invites us for a tour around his office, and I had to pinch myself when I saw the CEO himself who came to pick us up, and not his driver.
This is the first data center.
Okay. Oh wow, that is colorful.
Yeah. And the green one is the building completed 2012, and the orange one is 2014 completion. Okay, you can wait in the lobby.
Okay.
This is our office building, already leased to our tenants.
Oh wow, what's that? That's...
We have a Japanese garden. Yeah.
Does it help having like a Zen garden?
I mean, we can show to our customers that we are a Japanese company, and something like this. We are now getting more and more demand for the DR office.
What's a DR office?
DR office is a disaster recovery office. So for example, the bank needs to have a DR office. In case if there's any emergency or any breakout happens in the main office, they need to continue to provide the service, right? So once something happened in the main office, they come to this office and continue to provide the services. The stability of the power supply is very important for the data center. So Cyberjaya is well equipped with a good facility of the power. So far I have never encountered any power down. However, in case there's any power shutdown, we need to be prepared. So that's why we put the gensets on the campus, of course, and we do the testing every week to make sure that it can run in case it needs to run.
Given the worldwide trend to promote energy efficiency, NTT-MSC takes environmental considerations seriously.
We got the green certificate
Oh, great.
this building, so that's why we put the lawn here, grass, trees.
They are now using alternative energies such as solar panels and is considering further opportunities to increase the use of alternative and renewable energies to power their projects. When you first arrived in Cyberjaya, probably about what, 11? How many years ago?
11 years
11
ago.
years ago, and there was nothing, completely nothing.
Almost nothing.
How did you feel? What was in your head?
Well, I feel like I couldn't believe that this is the ICT hub, right? Not so many buildings and almost no cars. But after 10 years, it's really the center of the ICT.
I mean, here we are on top of your rooftop and we're looking at so many buildings surrounding this place.
Very big change. I've never seen this kind of big change in any other place.
What are some of the strengths that Cyberjaya has for your business here, having it here?
We have talents here, and we have a very good infrastructure, of course, which is quite key to our services. And access is quite good, even from the city center.
Is that too far for you?
Very easy. And the traffic jam, I mean, if you go to the center of the city, very heavy traffic, right? I'm living in Mid-Valley.
Okay.
From there to here, takes only 25 minutes in the morning. Very easy.
NTT-MSC remains committed to their operations in Cyberjaya, especially with the expansion of their fourth data center, the CBJ4 Annex. It was wonderful chatting with Ken and getting to know more about one of Cyberjaya's pioneer tenants. But it was time to move on to another innovation tenant, so we said our goodbyes and I was off. My next stop was to DreamEDGE Sdn Bhd. DreamEDGE was incorporated in 2007, focusing on digital engineering services, which later expanded to innovative product designs as well as product developments. I meet with DreamEDGE's founder and CEO, Khairil Adri Adnan. Adri first heard about the launch of Malaysia's multimedia supercorridor when he was still studying in Japan. At the back of his mind, he knew when the timing was right, he would set up a company to bridge knowledge and transfer back the technology that he had gathered since working and living in Japan. From 3 engineers squeezed in a small office, the company has since grown. He now has 150 engineers working with him, with 2 subsidiaries in Japan, 4 offices in Malaysia, 2 of which are located in Cyberjaya. I asked Adri how did Cyberjaya contribute to his rapid expansion.
We have two established universities produce a very good high quality graduates. Cyberjaya is very good for test bed for us with a good infra and facilities. That's why we select Cyberjaya as our office and also for the prototyping center. Other than that, I think because the good incentive from the stakeholder such as MDEC, Cyberview and other stakeholders also give a very good platform for us to get involved in innovation of the product. We did a few collaboration with MNC in Cyberjaya. Even though they have their subsidiary here, they think that working with the local company easy for them to approach a local customer. So we did a lot of discussion with them. We try to understand their solution, and now we're helping them to penetrate some of the potential customer from Malaysia.
And I'm also very interested with some of the community programs that you conduct, like teaching children about the robotics.
We need a lot of expertise, especially in robotics and automation. Every weekend, we held a robot training program. We managed to convince one of the robotic school in Japan. We bring back the syllabus and we do the program every Saturday morning, around 4 or 5 hours, teaching primary school students how to do the robot programming. And we have around 50 students around Klang Valley. And also we have students from Bentong and also from Johor.
So the response has been very good.
Yeah, the response is very good. Yeah.
When you teach, do they also make their own or?
Yeah, we provide each of the student with robot and computer. After a year, we run this program. The best student compare Japan with the same age. We have the best student, even the level of the Japanese student. We are planning to bring him to Japan and to compete with the Japanese student. I think what we need in Malaysia, we need more platform and the opportunity. This culture we must cultivate since the primary school, giving them opportunity to explore their talents, not after graduate from university. So actually we need to give them since at the early stage. We think Malaysia need more platform, especially those are involved in R&D activities.
Adri takes me around and like an excited child in a candy store, I was in awe with all that his company has to offer. I was surprised when he took me to our first stop.
You tak naik lagi kan tadi?
No, I haven't.
This one is totally different. This floor.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to be surprised.
You might be question me why you involved in this kind of thing.
Oh!
We do all the embroidery design.
That's gorgeous.
Anything. You can give the design and kita boleh buat.
Okay, I didn't expect this. Can I touch?
Can.
Where's this technology from?
This also from Japan.
Japan. I guess that's where your strength is. You've got your network.
Yes.
You've been there for so long, and they're so advanced. Although Malaysia is actually catching up on par.
Yeah.
I see you've got some corporate guys also ordering from you.
Yes.
He continues to surprise me with his green studio that comes fully equipped with high-tech camera gear. And why do you have your own studio?
To give a platform to the staff for them to explore their talents.
Oh, but this is production. This is broadcasting. This is something completely sort of separated from what your core business is.
Yes, core business. But this is actually one of my passion. So I've seen that future technology, new media, online streaming. So for you to get involved in online streaming and new media, you need to develop the contents. Then you need the equipment.
So I think Adri here is actually a fine example of how innovative he is. I mean, he doesn't just stop at just being a digital engineering service provider, but you've expanded by craziness. From what we saw downstairs with all the artwork to production.
To production, this kind of gadget it will cost you very expensive.
Let's go to the workshop now.
Alright, jom.
When Adri was 16 years old, he was inspired by the American 80s series Knight Rider and built a car that could be controlled remotely. It's nothing new in this day and age, but in 1992, it impressed the folks from Geneva as he was awarded the Young Scientist Award.
Because of that passion, I'm still exploring new technology, gadgets, because you need to be a pioneer in this business. So you
So
try.
I just go and it's very smooth.
Yeah,
I can go straight.
You boleh lagi laju.
Oh wow. How do you manage those responsibilities? Like, you know, you while still pursuing the passion that you have, but you still have to run it. And you know, running it means you have to jumpa ni, jumpa tu, to make sure that we kickstart, you get the funding.
So you must have passion. Passion and passion. Yes, betul. 2P.
So far, do you have any of these units being already on the road?
Yeah, I think a few months from now, there is a potential customer.
Oh my god, it's so solid. It's basically like me driving one of those golf buggies, only this one is definitely more powerful. I didn't go full speed because Adri was with me, but if he wasn't around, you bet I'll be going phew. Okay, what's next? What's this yellow thing here?
This one we call electric commuter. So you have 8 tires,
So it's powered just by the solar?
solar and battery.
Okay.
Okay, please. Right. Easy to get in
Yeah.
with the low floor. That's why we need 8 tires. So each tire have its own electric motor.
So I understand that this same model will be used for in Tokyo in 2020.
Olympic 2020.
Tell us more about that.
When we approach this company, they're willing to have to give the knowledge for us. So then suddenly we realized that that company was awarded to build the vehicle for the Tokyo Olympic inside the athlete village. So 3 years from now, we might can have the same car at the Tokyo Olympic.
Wow.
So we managed to get the latest technology transfer back to Malaysia. So now we have 3 units. If there is an opportunity, we would love to see this vehicle can be used inside Cyberjaya. So we can ferry people during the lunchtime. So they don't need to find parking. So straight to the restaurant, and probably they can have some apps. Start order their food. Arrive 5 minutes later, the food's already there.
Why is this not already in Cyberjaya? So I guess since my husband has not allowed me to have my own bike, I can only dream. Let's go. It's quite powerful, but because you're so used to hearing the whoa, tu je lah. I keep on finding new stuff every time I'm doing the interviews here for this vlogumentary, and I must say that meeting the CEO of DreamEDGE, he reminds me so much of Elon Musk. This is the man. What is this now?
This is hybrid bicycle.
The hybrid bicycle, so I'm going to choose the green one.
Kalau you stop pedaling, dia akan off. Bila you
so keep pedaling first. The more you pedal will result in the motor kicking in, giving you an effortless ride. One thing for sure, if you're planning to lose weight just by cycling, maybe this ain't the bike for you because it actually is macam you're cheating. Kalau orang Sabah bilang kan, main buyok ba kalau kau pakai ni, main buyok. Oh my god, can I go for one more round?
You use 3 bar pula nanti.
3 bar? Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god! Woo! I am in love with the bike. I love everything about it, the look, the feel. Adri, sekali lagi,
Alright.
I am so honored to meet you, and thank you for showing me around.
Yeah, no problem.
What do you have any last advice for budding technopreneurs out there who want to be the next you?
I personally would like to see more technopreneur or innovators or any innovation activity from Cyberjaya. Actually, at the end, it will encourage each other. we can contribute each other. So we hope more Elon Musk from Cyberjaya.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Not wanting to miss out on the action, Azmi gives the e-bike a try too. I think someone's enjoying himself a little bit too much. You definitely can't lose weight with this one, right? It just makes it so easy to cycle. What do you think?
Dia bila dah berhenti,
Bila you tak kayuh dia off.
dia off. So kena selalu kayuh lah.
Kena selalu kayuh pak. Tipu pun tak apa, just pusing je pedal tu. Because dia nak detect, you ambil 3 bar tapi you jangan kayuh laju. You kayuh sikit je pun, dia laju lagi pada kayuh.